Oh, clean. Clean.
Oh.
We've cycled through. We're back to Ron Clift.
Ron Cliff, here we
The
go.
Ron Clift.
Do it.
They're going to ramble, so get your geek on. It's time to ramble. There's no need to gamble. Unzip and let your nerd out. It's time to ramble. Sha, sha, sha. They're here to unscramble all the latest cool stuff. It's time to ramble. No need to stumble into He-Man's mother's pussy. It's time to ramble. Jerry Eddy and sometimes alt-right Cody too, giving you the gospel. Hell to the nah. Look at that clean. Look
Little
at
Bishop
that.
Bullwinkle nod.
Little Bishop Bullwinkle nod by Ron Clift at the end there. Welcome everybody to the Ramble, a geek's guide to pop culture. We are the geeks. This is episode 432. I would be geek, podcaster, comedian, cancer fighter, YouTuber, game streamer, Mang, Jerry Rocha.
Mang,
right there
Mang,
we
Mang.
have Mang's Mang, the one and only, the Mang's Mang.
Oh, comedian.
And you can
podcaster
also
Eddie
add
Pence.
more to that too. Yes, Eddie Pence,
Mangs,
comedian
Mangs,
podcaster.
Mangs.
Mangs, right there. What an episode. This is going to be a jam-packed one. Subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating, a positive text review. We have a new entrance in the non-chumper. This is from Spidey in a Tree. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
I could not agree more with this statement from Spidey in a
Okay.
Tree. 5-star review.
Okay.
Eddie Pence is a genius. Listen to a ton of podcasts. Some have come, some have
Okay.
gone, some remain. This one is the
Uh-huh.
best and the funniest I've listened to. Oh my God. Absolutely
Oh,
hilarious. Thank you. In one episode, Jerry and Eddie are crapping on Batman. And Eddie says that even the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, could defeat Batman with the power of his megaphone. Haven't laughed that hard in years. Thanks. Thank you, Spidey in a Tree. And I remember that. And Eddie, dare I say, you weren't wrong.
I wasn't wrong. I
weren't
don't
wrong.
remember that episode, but now that you say it, there's no way I could have been wrong. That sounds like a factual statement.
Okay, let's just, before we get into, we're going to geek out like crazy today, obviously, over the Fantastic Four trailer. I have a song to
Obviously.
play that might get us in
Obviously.
trouble, but I have some, we're going
That's
to
fine.
jam out to some music, and then it's going to be basically all Fantastic Four trailer till the end of this episode. But, what would happen? Eddie, I want to put you there. I want to put you at the
Okay,
scene
put me
here,
there.
okay?
Put me there.
Batman has just taken out Bane. He's
Right.
just taken out the Riddler, a
Okay.
bunch of Joker's goons, a bunch of Penguin's goons, right?
Okay.
A bunch of Poison Ivy's goons. He's just
Clayface, maybe throw a Clayface in there.
Clayface, Killer Croc.
Yeah.
They're all out.
Sure.
And he's standing there like, who's next? Like talking shit.
Right.
Tough.
Right.
And then you just hear, and then fucking out comes Jake the Snake. How scared is what does Batman do? Does he...
He starts fumbling into his utility belt, trying to find his
Snake repellent
harpoon
spray.
thing.
Oh,
He's trying to find the snake repellent, trying to find the harpoon thing to get out of there, and he fumbles around and he's dropping shit all over the alley floor. And before he knows it, Jake the Snake, short arm clothesline, DDT,
boom, it's
Damien's
over.
all over him.
It's over.
It's over. It's all
I'm
over.
going to say something. Jake Roberts might have had the best intro music of the 1980s WWE, guys. It was just weird. Like, it was like
top four.
It
I would
was a
think top four.
darker Miami Vice theme song.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, what if the Miami Vice theme song was darker? Oof. Whew.
It did crescendo like a minute and a half
Yeah.
in, which kind of
Yeah.
made
It
it
hurt
a
it.
little softer.
It hurt it. It hurt it a little. But
It
that
did. It did like the crashing of a wave. It just sort of made it soft.
Right. That opening, though.
Opening
opening.
was great. That
That
and the original Heart Foundation song
So good.
were great.
And I hate to say this because he was one of my favorites. Did Brutus the Barber have one of the worst?
You know what?
It was kind of funky.
It
Bump,
probably doesn't
bump,
age
bump,
as well.
bump.
But when I was a kid, I loved it.
Fuck yeah.
It was so bass heavy.
That was fucking great.
So much bass. I loved the bass. It was just.
But
boom.
God, out of original entrance themes, we might have to rank these in an upcoming episode. Because Non-original, it's LaGrange, the Von Erichs. What else? I mean, stop.
Yeah.
It.
I mean,
Or
as much as I
Junkyard
don't
Dog,
agree
Another
with
One Bites of Dust.
as much as Hulk Hogan has hurt me recently,
ooh.
and in the past,
Real
Voodoo
American.
Child is a great entrance.
Voodoo
theme
Child,
song.
but we're talking 80s. We're just gonna go 80s.
Oh, we're talking 80s?
Just
yeah.
80s.
Okay.
We're just gonna go. Voodoo Child's tremendous.
Well, I mean, Road Warriors had Iron Man, which was kind of cool.
That was great. I just get I get well. What am I talking about? Sorry, I take it back. We know what number 1 is. Here comes the axe, and here
Demolition.
comes a smash.
As far as original go, Demolition, not even.
The
There's a distant second, but there's no close second.
no.
To Demolition. I'm sorry.
So now, speaking of music, I have some. Dude,
Maybe
Eddie,
Ultimate Warriors.
I have a mashup for you.
Okay.
Rambler Extraordinaire Legion Norge sent this to me. I did not get spoiled by it. It's in the title. The spoiler is in the title. I somehow overlooked it. This is by, I believe, a mashup artist called Bill McClintock, who has a YouTube page. He has a Patreon. Go support. My goodness. You want to just hear this? You want to just hear this?
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
So we're going to have Yes, the band Yes, mashed up with And It Works, the Daz Band. And then they're going to throw in some Devo for fun.
What?
And then
Devo?
Wait till we get post guitar solo. Is that a good tease?
Okay.
I just want to see your face.
Yeah.
I mean, brilliant song.
Ooh.
Here comes.
Oh.
Owner of a Lonely Heart. Come on. Ooh. Here comes. We ain't done yet. Come on. How well this works so perfect, doesn't it? I mean, this is just stellar.
Dude. That's crazy.
I loved this song by the Daz Band, by the way. And I loved Owner of a Lonely Heart. How could you not? Here comes, though. Here comes. Oh, wait. Look at this. Has this already climbed the Finger Blast charts?
Dude. I don't know if this qualifies for finger banging because you're getting laid at this point.
It's
over.
It's over.
You're getting laid at this point.
Wait for the surprise if you want to talk about getting laid.
Oh.
Look at that shit. I can't wait for the surprise, Eddie. Oh. Should this be our new theme song?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, is this the greatest mashup ever?
That's pretty solid.
Eddie, we're not even at the pop. Here it comes. Okay, get ready. Eddie, get ready. So we're just a regular Owner of Lonely Heart solo.
Uh-huh.
I believe the next solo is Lenny Kravitz live doing an Are You Gonna Go My Way solo, I believe. And then prepare to lose your fucking mind if it's not already lost. So my mind was already lost at this point. You get it? And then after the guitar solo, Eddie, I just can't wait to see your face. Here comes. One more solo. Come on, here we go. Oh, you feeling that? Okay. comes. Here it comes. Oh, God. Get ready. Here it comes. You ain't ready. Look at this! This is incredible! This is incredible! This is the greatest fucking mashup ever!
Oh, a little TiVo. Oh.
How incredible is this?
Dude.
Can you please? I saw it in your eyes. You had the same expression I did when I was hearing that for the first time, and it gets to when there's lightning. Like what the fuck?
Fucking amazing.
You know it always brings me down.
Oh,
fucking incredible.
Amazing.
Bill McClintock. The
Bill
name,
McClintock.
to those wondering, the song, if we're not already getting sued into oblivion right now. It's Whip My Lonely Dark Heart. You could look for that on YouTube. Whip My Lonely.
That's a great mashup.
Dark,
There's another
Dark
we've covered this other guy who does mashups on the Ralph Report before, DJ Cumberbun. Have you ever heard
He's
of
great.
DJ Cumberbun?
He's fucking fantastic.
Fucking
Incredible.
amazing.
Incredible. So where does this rank on your mashups at? How great was that?
That might be. That's
How
I mean,
great
Cumberbun
was
has
that?
some great ones, but like
Yes.
Cumber usually takes one or two, like two or three
Yeah.
songs and mash them
Yeah.
together. This was just like it just keeps hitting you.
And I was so unprepared for Dio. And then he just whips the man out at the end. He just brings out the fucking man himself. Check out that. Oh, anyway, so now the geek out. Let's get down to brass tacks. By the way, Eddie and I, comedians, you can follow us subscribe to our YouTube pages.
Do that.
Comedy Records, where we stream comedy. We have our specials. I have mine on my YouTube page. Eddie has his on Amazon Prime. Jerry Rocha, the gentleman Jerry Rocha. Eddie, the unspecial. Hook up all that good shit. Good shit.
Do it.
And now we have to get down to the business of today's ramble. I think the title for this episode can only be "Holy Shit, the Fantastic Four."
Right?
Is that
Right.
safe? Is that fair?
I think
Holy
it is. Like,
shit. The
I
Fantastic
mean, I've been
Four.
seeing the teaser stuff for the last year where they were doing like the poster and everything was very
Yes.
60s and
Yes.
50s or very 50s retro. And I was like,
Didn't they do a
you saw,
holiday
like,
card as well?
They did like a holiday card, and I was like, okay, all right, I see it. I don't know how it's going to play when I see it in live action.
Yep.
Like, I've seen the stills, I'd seen the artistic renderings of the Fantastic Four together, and then like that opening shot where you see them all standing there. I'm like, and watching Reed Richards walk in and talk about we have dinner night every Sunday at 7 sharp.
Just
I'm
a
like,
tacky family cheesy shit that
it's
could that would that
Fantastic
seems
Four.
to be. Now again, I'm going to get extremely presumptuous here, but in anyone else's hands it just would have been lame and stupid. But this looks
that's
like
always been the
they
difficult
figured it out.
That's always been the difficult thing about the Fantastic Four. Like the Roger Corman one never really got a chance to do anything because they were just making that to hold the property. Right?
Yes.
Like that one, it
Yep.
never even got released.
Right.
Though I think that is one of the better representations of Doctor Doom that's ever been made. Is that Roger
can't
Corman
disagree.
Doctor Doom?
Now I'm going to be really. This is going to be a hard admission. I have not seen any of them past that. I haven't seen any
didn't
of
see
the ones
the
with
two in
Jessica
the-
Alba. Nope, I heard they were terrible, and I was like, "Ah,
They
fuck
were.
it. I don't want to waste.
They
my time."
weren't great, but what they did is they did try to capture the campiness of
Right.
Fantastic Four, which is
Right.
always it's the tough thing to do in the live action is to make it feel the way it did in the comic books, because it sometimes it's too campy and it feels too fake and too cheesy. And then like those two films, that and Rise of the Silver Surfer, not great. And then you swing the other way when that last iteration of Fantastic Four that was super
where they tried
dark.
to go super dark, right?
And everybody was super young. Like Reed Richards was a teen, like a like a college kid. Like it was.
So that was like they went the ultimate route of a ultimate Fantastic Four, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Still done. You need the lightheartedness.
It was so dark, so dark.
That's what I heard the big
Fantastic
issue was
Four.
with that. Right. It's
the Thing. I thought there was some good things with the Thing because he had the trench coat and that, like there was some good things with the Thing. But like, this one seems just from the 1.5-minute teaser trailer to sort of capture what the Fantastic Four is in the comic books. The campiness of it, with still having some of that like that edge that the MCU sort of has underlined. Like all their stuff is very comic, feels true to the comics. It feels like it's fun, but there's still that underlying like edge to it.
Okay. The complete and 10,000% comic accurate Galactus. I was like, yes, holy shit, yes,
dude.
And
not a stupid cloud. I mean, you never saw the Fantastic Four where he was just a cloud.
I heard that. I was like, I'm good. I don't have to see it.
Yeah.
It was that go. I mean, I thought my favorite shot was when you first see the Thing, and I'm like, that's the best CGI I've ever seen for any superhero character. I don't see how it's not. That I was just like, holy shit! Like the Hulk, as good as it looks, still just looks like a big. This looks like if you were to touch it, you would feel the rock. It would, and I thought the sound effect of the rock rubbing together when he tastes the soup or whatever that Herbie was making or the sauce, I was like, this is fucking incredible. This is, and then yet in. What I love about it was in a 1.5 minutes, you get everything about the Thing. You get the fact that he is still the good-natured one. He's still like the ever-loving blue-eyed thing. But goddamn, when he sees himself in as before the accident, that regret in his face of like, well, fuck, I'm never gonna look like that again. Like that was, fuck, man.
And it was. I mean, I guess his name was the actor's Joseph, not Joseph. Who's the actor?
The guy from Andor. The guy from. Well, I know he's in The Bear, but he was the dude in Andor who betrayed him. He was one of the last ones at the end that he had to kill. Who's gonna take that? Yeah, he was fucking great.
Eben Moss Bosrock. Bosbach.
He's fucking great.
He brings. It's like because Michael Chiklis's thing from those two other movies, he didn't have. He wasn't able to carry the levity, like the humor of the Thing. Right. He brought the heaviness of the Thing, like the brooding, like I'm angry because I'm this rock thing now.
Right.
And he had that whole New York sensibility to him, like he felt like he was from New York, but he never had like that like when Thing tastes like he touches, he's tasting the sauce, and he's like, no, it's good. I just want to throw some garlic in there just to give it a little. I'm like, that's the fucking Thing.
It's a thing. It's
a fucking thing.
And Johnny looks like they nailed Johnny, just as happy-go-lucky fucking.
And I was worried when they cast
Eddie
him
Munson.
Because Eddie Munson, Joseph Quinn. I was worried when they cast him. I was like, I don't know. I was trying to picture him as Johnny Storm. Right. I couldn't do it, and they nailed it.
Yes,
they nailed it.
Great. And then Vanessa Kirby, the Curbs, daughter of Jack. Would that make sense? Daughter of Jack. Wouldn't that make more sense if she was daughter of Jack? Would kind of tie it all together, but I don't think there's any relation here. But
I don't think so either.
The car, Herbie, fucking Pedro Pascal is Reed. Everything looks like it just crawled out of a Jack Kirby comic. The skyline,
perfect. That's great.
I mean,
the cars. The
cars was amazing. I don't know if it was that the Fantastic Car. No, because the Fantastic Car is the one that maybe this does fly.
Yeah,
maybe this car will fucking take off and become the.
Well, we don't know. I mean, this is the 50s, but it's in this other universe. It's not the
60s or 50s. Is it 60s or 50s? I thought it was 60s.
It's early 60s. Maybe
60s. Maybe
I
think you're right. Yeah, and then
but I mean, who knows what technology they have in that universe at that time period?
Right.
It's not parallel with our universe.
Or who knows what Reed invented? What if this is all Reed? What if all these things are Reed? Like what if every other technology is still kind of behind and where it was in
Yeah.
the 60s? Well, one thing I did notice was a whole lot of color TVs.
Yeah, a
Whole
lot of
lot of
color
color
TVs.
TVs. So that was another
And
interesting little.
I also enjoyed what I gathered from the trailers. It's not going to be we're not getting an origin story. We're getting a couple of flashbacks to tell you what happened, but it seems like
Yep.
it's hitting the ground
Yep.
running. The Fantastic Four exist in this universe,
And
and everybody knows about it.
I'm assuming they've already saved this universe a few times.
It seems
Why
like
else
it.
would
They
they
seem
be
like
having this? Oh, we're
well,
gonna.
those
It
little
seems like
kids
they just
have
have
grim. Those little
the
kids
grim
have
masks
thing masks. So.
and you have what looks like a Life magazine guy coming to interview
Yeah,
the family.
there's
And
there's
look around
Halloween
their house
costumes of the Fantastic Four
already.
in the
So
trailer.
they've already saved this universe from.
And they've
Who
leaned
knows what.
into the celebrity of who they are, which makes it even
Yeah.
more perfect for
It's
Fantastic Four.
just fuck. And then so what I love is, will they be yet another fish out of water when they come to the sacred timeline? Kind of like how Captain America had to completely start over. Are they going to be like, because nobody knows who the fuck they are here,
Right.
There's no Fantastic Four in the sacred timeline.
And I wonder if they are. I mean, like, I don't know what the storyline of this film is, but I don't know. Maybe they don't come to the Sacred Timeline. Maybe when we're doing Secret Wars and they're doing Battle World, maybe they get ripped from their home and thrown into Battle World, and they never
could be
truly
it.
come into the Sacred Timeline.
That'd be interesting. I would love to see them as part of the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
Because especially if Stark is gone, you need the genius.
Yeah.
And it's
And this is apparently also the universe that Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom comes from.
Is that what they're saying?
I believe so. He's the Tony Stark variant in that universe as Doctor Doom.
Oh, so he's not Victor Von Doom. He is Tony Stark.
I think it's Victor Von Doom, but it's a variant of Stark.
Of Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. I believe is what the rumors I've heard. Nothing's confirmed, but
Jesus, and then Malkovich. Holy, I think
Malkovich.
that was the biggest.
Who is Malkovich?
Shocker.
That's the question.
I had no idea. I'd heard Galactus might have been cast. When I saw the Galactus image, I was just so happy to see him look like Galactus.
Yeah.
But who the fuck is John Malkovich? And we'll get into that when we come back. All right, here we go. Yeah, so who? Gee, I mean, there's a lot. Do we get in? Do you still want to fawn over how great the trailer was for a little bit longer? Because Kirby as Sue was just like it. Man, she was just. Her and Reed are like the perfect mother and father. It was just. She was so great in that we're gonna do this as a family. Like it was.
And that was always the thing that bothered me about the other movie iterations of Sue Storm is she was
too young.
Like Jessica Alba was very young, and it was just like he was just like Reed Richards was just starting to date her, and it never felt like a family. It always felt like these are four people thrown together. They're friends, and they're still trying to figure out their places with each other. Whereas this, from the trailer, immediately you feel like, okay, this is the matriarch and the patriarch of the Fantastic Four. Johnny's the kid brother, and the Thing is the friend.
Can I tell
you get the family dynamic.
And I can't, and I think dude, again, trailers can be deceiving, but
absolutely, especially Marvel trailers.
This looks like a fucking home run from the beginning. Now, I do have a gripe about this trailer though. I do have one gripe, Eddie, and why the fuck couldn't this have just been premiered with Captain America: Brave New World? Because now I feel it's kind of taken some of the oomph away.
Little steam away from Captain America.
I just wish
they should have ran it before Captain America. That should have been
told anybody and said, by the way, here it is, Fantastic Four. That would have been so much. I just feel like a little. I'm still can't wait to see Brave New World. My wish list is still there, but now I'm just like my main.
I'm
wish
so
list
excited
is, can
for
we
Fantastic
just see
Four.
Fantastic Four? Like it's just
so excited.
God, So John Malkovich.
Because when I was a kid and I went from DC and I started going into Marvel stuff, it was Spider-Man and Fantastic Four was my entry into Marvel. Until X-Men. I got X-Men when I was older, but when I was a little kid, it was Spider-Man, the Hulk, and the Fantastic Four were how I
See,
got into Marvel.
for me, it was X-Men, and then Spider-Man, and then it was Fantastic Four. And then I just remember being blown away when they had the Fantastic Four of like Wolverine, Spider-Man, She-Hulk, and Ghost Rider or something like that. I was like, this is fucking incredible. Like, and what I loved about the Fantastic Four was like more than they just didn't mind being weird as shit. They didn't
Yeah,
mind being goofy. That they didn't take them like how Batman used to be, how Superman used to be.
yeah,
Like they just didn't like Mr. Michelplex would have fit right in with the Fantastic Four.
yeah.
Like which he kind of does. Who's the guy who's they've even implied it's the same fucking person too. The villain in Fantastic Four who is it the Molecule Man? Let me see. There was I
Mole
gotta look
Man?
this up. I think yeah, Mole Man. I believe it's the Molecule Man, if I'm not mistaken, who was rumored to also be. Now, if I get this wrong, I don't need some. Hey, fuckhead! You don't know what you're talking about, fuckwad. Just enough. Eat a bag of shit. I'm gonna get it right
Eat a
here.
bag of
I'm just
dicks.
gonna figure it out. Yes. Let me look and who see Mr. You know, Eddie, can I just get a little bit of credit? I
Yeah.
almost spelled Michelplex right the first time.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Now, if I just said it backwards,
And you
then
never got out of third grade, which is really impressive.
thank you. I tried. I fucking tried. I tried to get out. Never could.
Never could pass
Hold
that
on.
third grade.
Never could. Now there is okay. Let me see. There is a, it was a Superman issue or like a fucking a DC
Oh, the guy that actually
thing.
goes between the two Marvel and DC. Yeah, it's the
Well, it's
same guy.
Mr. Michelplex. And he
Yeah,
says, now, if
Mixoplex.
you'll pardon me, I got to go somewhere else. And he starts becoming either
Right.
I think it was the Molecule Man
Well, Molecule Man is a
or was it the
huge
Impossible Man?
no. Molecule Man's a huge player in Secret Wars, if you remember.
That's right. That's right.
He's like the most powerful guy in Secret Wars. Molecule Man.
That's right. So I think that maybe it was the Impossible Man, but it was one of them.
It's not Molecule Man because Molecule Man was in the original Secret Wars, and
That's right.
he was like the most powerful guy. That's the one guy everyone was like. He didn't know how
Afraid
powerful
of.
he was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't know people should be afraid of him. He didn't know how powerful
God
he
damn
was.
it. I know it fucking happened. Let me just, Eddie, this is going to fucking kill me. But yeah, he became a fucking Marvel guy. Like
Yeah.
it was in an episode, or it was the other way around. Like I think it is. It was the Impossible Man. That's right.
The Impossible
That's
Man?
who it was. The Impossible
Is
Man.
Mixoplex in DC?
Yes, he's the DC guy. He's the guy you have to say his name backwards, I think. And then
Yeah.
so there was I don't know what page this is from, but it's like you show I guess he's been defeated or something, right?
Okay.
Mr. Michelplex. And so he
Yeah.
goes, okay, now that that's done, back to my 4 new friends. You know, for a second there, I sensed that Super Dupe was actually getting bored with me. Why, next time and he goes, oops, almost forgot. Sometimes it's just impossible to remember what I look like from world to world. Okay, I'm back. And he becomes the Impossible Man. So here is, if that's who Malkovich is, that
The
would be my
Impossible
dark
Man?
horse. Like, let's just get weird. Let's get really fucking weird. But I don't think it's gonna be that. Some saying he might be the Mole Man. I don't. Okay. Others are speculating he's Reed's kid, who's just much older,
He's also old Reed Richards.
or
from the
old Reed
future,
Richards, or Reed Richards'
Or Reed
dad.
Richards' dad.
So there's
Yeah.
like three Reeds, or I think the most popular theories are Mole Man or
Yeah.
one either older Reed Richards from another world, Reed Richards' father, or Reed's kid, Franklin.
Or
I-
maybe he's that Russian poker player from that Matt Damon movie.
He could be guy. He could. I mean,
Rounders.
Rounders. Or Bishop Bullwinkle. Would that be
It
Malkovich's
could be Bishop
greatest
Bullwinkle.
role? If he showed up as Bishop Bullwinkle, that would be with the bike. that just.
But there's something with him. There's going to be something important with him that seems. I think it's going to be because it looks like the main bad guy's going to be Galactus. That seems to be the main threat.
How
of the
could
film.
it? Well, but what if it's not? What if Galactus is okay? So you were thinking that, and this was fucking great. You were thinking, what if their world gets destroyed by Galactus? So they have to come to the sacred.
That Galactus
timeline.
eats their Earth, so they go to the sacred timeline Earth to save that Earth.
I'm wondering
because they failed in their other previous Earth.
I'm wondering if the first shot of Galactus, when you see the shadow, is their world, and they were able to fight him off, and that's what helped build their fame. But then they get wind of him appearing because you see Reed Richards drawing wormholes on that chalkboard.
Yeah.
What if they get wind that Galactus is going to go terrorize another Earth? So they said, and maybe that shot of Galactus looking over the Statue of Liberty, maybe that's the sacred timeline, and that's the end of the movie, and they show up to fight it to try to stop him there. Do we know who's playing him yet?
Yeah, it's I have it right here. Galactus is
Vern Lundquist.
Vern Lundquist. Vern Lundquist. Ralph Ineson.
Would that take
Ralph
you
Ineson.
out of it if it pans over and it's just Vern Lundquist?
No, I forgot. He just shows up and looks at New York City and goes,
Vern, stall a favor. Vern Lundquist as Galactus, the Devourer
just
of
in
Worlds.
that in a Galactus helmet.
I'm sorry. I'm all in if it's Vern. If they actually had the balls to cast Vern Lundquist as Galactus. So, what do you want to see? That what are you hoping for?
I mean, if it's like Marvel, they've shown us 0.2% of what the film is.
Yes.
In their trailer, because that's what they do. We still haven't seen anything from Doctor Doom, and I don't know if he's going to be is he going to be an end credit scene? Is he going to be a main antagonist in this? Is he just going to get revealed at some point? Like, how big is a player as Doctor Doom is going to be in this?
God,
because I mean, you can't really, if your main bad guy is Galactus. I mean, that's kind of a hard thing to have a battle with. It seems like that's a massive group of heroes fighting Galactus.
It is. You would need everyone, it would seem, unless Reed, creates the ultimate nullifier and gets him the fuck out of there with that.
I see Doom being a part of it. I don't know.
I don't see how he's not. I mean, wasn't that the big reveal at Comic-Con anyway?
Yeah, I mean, they said, I know he's supposed to be in this film. I just don't know to what degree.
Right.
How big of a part he plays in it. My biggest takeaway from that, and I mean, in the broader aspect of the comic book movies coming out, this along with Superman is they both look fun.
They both look fun.
They both look like fun movie. Like, I think it seems to me like Captain America might be a little heavier, but like that's the story of Sam Wilson as Captain America anyway. It's a grounded film and it's heavy.
Yep.
But
I think it's still going to be
Fantastic
fun.
Four and Superman both look like, well, these are going to at least be a fun time at the movie theater.
Fuck, I'm hoping. I am, but I must say, I'm having higher hopes for Fantastic Four than anything else. Like that is just
because everything I'm seeing of
that is eclipsed everything, and I'm like, shit. I can't wait for this.
Because to me, it's always been the hardest of all the Marvel properties to put onto live action. Is Fantastic Four.
It was like the not unfilmable, but if there was anything Marvel had that was unfilmable or couldn't do right, they kept fucking up. It's been fucked up time and time again.
Yeah,
it's been done poorly time and time again. Fuck, I can't wait. I just can't. I can't fucking wait for this. Like one thing I thought was odd. It's interesting. We didn't see one hint of Reed's powers. We just saw his intellect.
No, you didn't see any
his
stretchiness.
powers at all.
His big dick, his balls being flattened
his
out.
Nuts. He could just flatten them and stick them wherever he needs to stick those nuts. Like that's. It was funny how Johnny was the character we saw the least of as far as speaking. but we saw the most of as far as action. We saw a couple of money shots of Johnny zipping around and stuff. But
and you saw Sue Storm. I mean, Thing wasn't doing it, but you saw you saw Sue go invisible, and you saw her put up a force field, and you saw Johnny blaze around.
I wonder if there's going to be an iteration of Spider-Man that's Johnny's best friend in this. You know, I wonder if they decide to like throw some popular actor to be maybe Holland. He just comes in, he's Spider-Man to be his best friend in the 60s.
I mean, it's got to be in the 60s though. Who could it be?
Yeah. What if they got Chalamet? It's just a little nod, wink, wink. Yeah. Like he just has one little cameo as Peter Parker.
He's that universe's Spider-Man.
He's that universe's Spider-Man. Like that would be, there's so many I just can't wait, Eddie. I'm so fucking, dude. This is sadly though, regrettably for Superman and Captain America. This is all I care about, right? I just want to see more of this.
Dude, I don't know if I mean, you gotta wait till July 25th.
July. Oh,
that's so far away. That's like when we got that Deadpool Wolverine trailer last year at the Super Bowl, and it was like,
and we're like, oh,
July?
You're shitting me. Fuck, are you serious? Worth the wait. Wait. But man, so wow, what a damned ramble. I want you all, if you haven't already, subscribed, 5-star rating, positive text review. Don't be a chump, huh? Do that. Get on that good stuff. Take a page out of Spidey in a Tree's book, who Sunday left us a 5-star rating with a positive text review.
How about that?
Take a page out of Spidey.
How about that?
There it is. So you know where to find us. You know where to love us. Holy shit, the Fantastic Four. Oh, we hope you all have a great one. We'll be back Friday to geek out on some more fun shit. Until then, we love you all. Stay safe, everybody. Take care and enjoy the music. Oh, it's clean.
Oh.
And now it's like, what the fuck are the end credits going to be? Is that when Doom shows up?
I hope. I want to see him in the movie, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is in credits. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in credits.
God, it would be great to see him in the film.
I heard, I think Doomsday is starting filming in March.
Woo! Oh, that is. If we're still here to see it, I can't wait. Trump hasn't. If Trump and MAGA hasn't fucked it all up yet by then, because they're on course. It's the only problem.
They're doing a good job of what they said they were going to do.
Yes, that he promised he knew nothing about.
Fucking nitwits.